Guess who else is back? It's Vlad. We'll see you later.
Welcome to another episode of Chats with Vlad. Episode 23. I was hiatus for a bit thanks to my brother Folly. Oh yes. Yes, boys and girls. Folly is imperfect, as we all are. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, other than Folly's antics, you see, he jacked me from behind and then broke my mask. Don't worry about Folly for now. He is tied up in the basement. Yes, boys and girls. And as you can see, I'm as gorgeous as ever. Yes indeed, boys and girls. Yes indeed. And I've made some modifications so that the background will be beautiful and colorful. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. But back to our topic that I was talking about. Yes. You see, boys and girls, we're all damaged. Some of us more than others. Some of it's physical, and some of it's mental. Some of the most beautiful people that you've seen are some of the most fucked up individuals I've ever met. Where they say that beauty is only skin deep, that you have to look beyond. Somehow, I don't think they had me in mind for that one. But the saying's true, boys and girls. There's a lot of messed up people right now doing messed up things. Folly is not the only one. He caused me days of work. If you've watched any of the shorts, you know what I mean. Good thing for old Vlad. He's handy with tools and weapons and such. That reminds me, speaking of damaged, I heard a joke from a damaged individual. What's green and sings? Why, Elvis Parsley, of course. Oh, yeah. We're gonna win this race. An oldie but a goodie. Boys and girls. One other thing I wanted to bring up. I wanted to say that a lot of the time on my little bit here that I have, I bitch and complain about a lot of really bad shows and about a lot of bad movies and about, well, just things that we all love that people in general are shitting and pissing on and dragging all through the mud. Well, today I want to do actually the opposite. I want to give a big shout out and attaboy, good job to a couple of people. I saw a news bit on Fox News earlier tonight where Mark Levin, he said what all of us have been thinking. Oh my God, it's so great. I think I'm gonna put it up on my playlist of Funked Up Shrimp. It'll be at the very top for a couple days, boys and girls. But my God, what this man had to say was what I've been saying and feeling and shouting, but no one's been hearing. And I think you might have been screaming and shouting it too. Has anyone heard your cries, boys and girls? I didn't think so. Our cries fall on deaf ears for those who think that they know what we need better. Well, boys and girls, I don't think they know what I want, and I don't think they know what I need. How do you feel? Do you think they know what you want and need? But back to what I was saying though, Mark Levine, a shout out, man. You are a true patriot. Thank you for what you do. And also, the Babylon Bee had a dynamite clip this week. Probably the greatest clip that they've ever had. If you don't know about the Babylon Bee, then you should check it out, boys and girls. My God, they even had Ted Cruz in it. That was so choice. Good job, Babylon Bee. And then also, I wanted to give a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out to Sleazy. Don't forget to check out Sleazy's show. It's live on Saturdays at 10 and Wednesdays at 10, I believe, also. And speaking of Sleazy, I don't know if you folks know this, but Sleazy E is the manager to one of my favorite bands, a band that I grew up with. A band called Gwar. Now, boys and girls, there's a new Gwar and an old Gwar, and, well, not all the band members see eye to eye politically these days, we'll say. Their old bass player stepped up, a man who's known as Beefcake, who's now called Blothar, and he's trying his hardest, though, and I don't care what their political beliefs are. I will always love Gwar. But, with that being said, I do miss Odorous Yorangus, the Viking funeral. It was beautiful. Oh. Now let me tell you something here, boys and girls. Gwar is a damaged band, but like I said, we're all damaged, and they're doing quite a lot for the future. The future of entertainment, of music, and of art for all of us and themselves. Don't forget to support your local artists while we still have a couple good ones. And don't forget about the good ones. I mean, by God, Gwar is a band who's managed to stay popular as hell and yet be undergroundish forever. Let me tell you a story, boys and girls, of how Vlad met Gwar. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've actually met Gwar in person. Wonderful guys, especially the Sexecutioner. Sexy, my God, he's an intelligent being. Let me tell you that now. I had a 45-minute conversation that would have blown most of your minds with him. But I digress. I discovered Gwar when I was very young. I had some problems, and I found myself in a mental institution. Surprised, huh? Well, my roommate, that guy called Russell, snuck Scumdogs of the Universe by Gwar and buried underneath a plant, and we jammed it until the early dawn. Vlad has some stories. Did you know that Vlad once jumped off a train moving about 45, 50 miles an hour, with an acoustic guitar in his hand. One wrong leap, and it would have been chop suey for all. But as you can see, old Vlad made it out just fine. Ah, boys and girls. Boys and girls. I think we need another joke, don't we? Okay, I hate certain people, but there's a comedian that I hate in particular because he's just so not funny that I got a joke about him, and that's merely this. What do you call Andy Dick in a sleeping bag? A fruit roll-up. Yeah, you know you like it and you want to laugh. I think I got one more good joke in me. There was a rich elite, and they died and went to hell. Now, a demon came forth and told this very rich, very powerful, affluential gentleman that he had a choice in hell. That everybody had a choice in hell. So, he went ahead and told him to select from one of the 3 rooms, and he took him to the first room, and it had a whole bunch of people wailing in hellish misery. Yes, indeed, wailing in hellish misery, in shit up to their waists and belly buttons. Let me tell you, boys and girls, it stunk like high hell in there. And the man thought about it and he's like, let's see what the next room looks like. And the demon took him into the next cavern, and there was shit, boys and girls, up to everyone's necks. They were on their toes, trying not to swallow poo. That was a sticky situation. The elite looked at the demon and told him, I don't think so, let's try the 3rd room. And in the 3rd room, there was a bunch of people walking around in shit again. But this time, it was only up to their kneecaps. And the elite said, these are my choices. And the demon's like, yeah, what do you expect? This is hell, buddy. So the elite thought about it and he's like, okay, fine. I choose this room then. And the demon said, very well. Your choice is made. And poof! In a cloud of smoke, he disappeared. Ah, yes, indeed. And the guy walked around with all the other lost souls for about 5 minutes. Shit up to his knees. And then a demon came by from another tunnel. A whistle blew and he told everybody, break's over, back on your heads. It was a long haul, but the payoff was good, I felt. Indeed, boys and girls. Ah, yes, indeed. Well, looks like we've run out of time tonight. But I'm glad, or should I say I'm Vlad, to be back. Until next time, I want you to ponder this, as Folly would say. What is your damage? And can that damage be repaired? Or do you have to merely celebrate it call it uniqueness, and you love who you are. Think about it.
We love Quark too. You better like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Or we'll tell Quark